How's it going, guys? My name is TJP. Welcome back to another video here on the channel today. Our final normal team that we're going to be using in the franchise mode is going to be the Philadelphia Eagles, the defending Super Bowl champs. So we're just trying to see if we can maintain that level of consistency through 5 seasons. Injuries will be on. It's not meant to be realistic. If we say a name wrong, I apologize in advance. It's a video game at the end of the day. Don't take these too seriously. We're just here to have some fun and bag on EA. Like and subscribe and join the content. Comment down below some of the videos. Go to our socials, playlist, second channel, and main channel down below in the description if you like the content from me, TJP. So, with that all being said, let's get on the gameplay. In case you forget, the rules are always down below. And again, this is the final team, so I'm excited. Let's see what the Eagles have in store for us. Of course, in real life, they're doing pretty solid. Jalen Hurts right now at the quarterback position, the top guy. Halfbacks, you got Saquon Barkley, Tank Bigsby they traded for, A.J. Dillon, Van Sumeren, gonna be at the fullback, Brown, Smith, and Dotson, wide receivers. Tight end Dallas Goedert. Mailata, it's gonna be the left tackle. The mailman himself. Landon Dickerson, left guard. Center to be Cam Jurgens. Right guard, Kenyon Green. Lane Johnson at the right tackle. Nolan Smith Jr. Left edge, right edge, Zadarius Smith, always hurt. Defensive tackle, Jalen Carter. Sam Jeremiah Trotter Jr. Kobe Dean at the, what was that, Mike spot. Zach Vaughn at the Will spot. Quinion Mitchell, Hooper, and Dore Jackson, corners. Blankenship free safety, strong safety, Andrew Kumba. And then kicking is Elliott, and punting is Braden Mann, with long snapper being Hewlett. All right, let's take a look at the trade center. We got a lot of cap room here. For draft pick situation, we do have an extra 5th, no 6th this year. After that, we have all of our picks. Very nice. We can see if there's anybody that we want to sign in free agency. So we'll go to the improved team first and foremost. Look at the incorrect ratings that they have for us. I mean, theoretically, we could pick up another fullback, but I'm fine with who we have. What do we have for right edge? Pharrell wouldn't be horrible. Could pick up Pharrell, why not? So we'll pick him up. That's fine with me. We're going to bolster up the defense. Might as well, right? Let's see what Sams we have. Probably none. Actually, we do have a Sam. Campbell's out there. We can take it. We can pick him up. Why not? Grab another Sam for our team. And then, is there anybody else here that I want to add? I think for the most part we're okay, so I mean I could go Wilkins, but I think I'm fine with who we have. So I'm gonna go on to the midseason point. I feel like this team should be pretty good. I mean, it's the Eagles. So we'll see how we do. The only problem is, like I said, we have 7 guys injured right now. Hopefully they can get healthy. Obviously this would be as of week 3, although we're starting in the preseason. But nevertheless, let's see how we do. Hopefully we can make the playoffs. But we'll take it in parts. We'll see how we are at the midseason, load in the draft class, extend some guys, and see if there's any trades we might want to make, and then go from there. All right, and we're 5-2 right now. Not too bad. Take a look at the standings here. You can see a lot of injuries. Some guys are starting to get healthy. 5-2 so far. We are atop of the NFC East. We're going to load in the draft class before I look at anything else. So let's just select from the download center, load in the draft class that I normally load in, which is by Jerem PNW. Load that one in and be excited about it. So we got a lot of guys up for negotiations, but first things first, Jalen Hurts, looking good. 1,547 yards, 18 touchdowns, only 2 interceptions, a 120.4 pass rating, and he's thrown and completed 68% of his passes. Saquon Barkley, 644 and 2, 161 from Hurts. On the rush, receiving yards, Devontae Smith, 456, 9 TDs, 455 and 4 from A.J. Brown. John Mechie III, 210 and 1, 192 from Dallas Goedert. And then 129 and 1 from Saquon Barkley on the receiving. Sacks, 4 from Jordan. Lane Johnson, 3. A couple guys with 2 allowed. And then 1 from Kenyon Green. Campbell at the will. 56 tackles. 50 from Reed. Cooper at 48. 47 from Mitchell. Zach Bond, 46. 42 from Adoree Jackson. Andre Campbell, 39. 34 from Carter. Cuba with 33 and a few guys, 31 with a few guys at 23. And it continues to dip from there. Zach, Jalen Carter, 6.5, 4.5 from Bonds. A couple guys at 3, 1.5 from Campbell. Andre Campbell, Giod Campbell, 1. And he's one of 4 guys with a sack and then a half sack there from Andrew Cuba. On the interceptions, 3 from Mitchell and a couple guys with 1. And you got your kicking, punting, kick return, and punt return right there. Very nice. All right. Let's take a look here at the negotiations. Curious to see what the free agency is looking like. We do have a lot of guys that are up for extensions. I wouldn't mind keeping Dallas Goedert on the team. Why not? Throw him a little action and always restructure. So we'll see how many of these guys we can keep. And when I'm done with that, I might look around and see if there's any trades we can make. And if I can make a trade, I'll let you guys know. Otherwise, we'll probably just simulate to the end of the season. Hopefully make the playoffs. Yeah, luckily Carter and Nolan Smith Jr. have options. Yeah, I could probably wait on most of the on re-signing most of these guys. So I'll offer a few more contracts, and then, like I said, we'll get on to simulating it unless I can make a trade for you. All right, made the playoffs, 12-5. Take on the Lions in the wild card. I decided not to make any trades. But you can see there our ratings and rankings. We were the worst at defending against pass yards. That's the only thing the Lions have the advantage, although not by much. You can see there everything else looking good. Starting to get healthier. I mean, you can see they got a lot of injuries. The Lions do. So it should be an interesting matchup, but we're going to try to win if we can. First things first, though, let's take a look at these stats and awards, and you can see Jalen Hurts. 3,739 yards, 37 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 65% completion percentage, and a 113.7 passer rating. Rush-wise, 1,615 and 12 from Saquon Barkley, 447 and 2 from Jalen Hurts, 76 by Take Bigsby. Devontae Smith, 1,010 yards and 20 touchdowns. That's a lot. 992 and 6. A.J. Brown, Dallas Goedert, 631 and 3, 453 and 2 from Dotson. Saquon Barkley, 291 and 2. On the blocking, sacks allowed, Johnson, 10. Lotta with the 7. Johnson, 6, 4 from Green. Dickerson, 3. A couple guys with 2 and a couple guys with 1. Tackles on defense, 3 guys at least 100. 134 from Campbell. Cooper with 115. 101 from Mitchell. Zach Bond, 98. 96 from Devondre Campbell. 92 from Reed. Carter, 90. 87 from Makuba, Jackson 83, 63 from Davis, 60 from Smith, 51 from Griffith, and it just dips from there. A couple guys at 16. Jalen Carter, 14.5 sacks, 10.5 from Zach Bond, Zadarius Smith, 8.5, 6 from Davis, Campbell, 4. D. Campbell, and then J. Campbell, 2. 1.5 from Nolan Smith Jr., Cooper with 1, same thing with Joshua Uche. Andrew with a half sack, same with Griffith. Interceptions, 5 from Mitchell, 4 from Coop, and 1 from J. Campbell. And you got your kicking, punting, kick return, punt return right there, for those that are curious. So let me get to the staff abilities, and then we're going to get on to the Super Sim. All right, we're taking on the Lions here in the wild card. Let's see if you can beat them. And they have a lot of injuries. We're at home. You would assume EA would have us win this game, but again, it's EA, and they don't make sense most of the time. And as I say that, we go down 3-0. We will take the lead 7-3, but they're going to take it right back 10-7, courtesy of the Sim Engine. We're going to take the lead, though, and they're going to take it right back. We're down 3. Going to the second half, down 3. We score first. They're going to cut it to 1, but we make it an 8-point game. They'll cut it to 6. Or 2, rather. All right, we're up 9. Going to go normal speed here, second at 16. Man, we just love to commit well, we love to commit penalties. Okay, 27 seconds. Looks like we're going to win, though. Yeah, okay. 35-26. We do win it. My defense was scaring me a little bit there, but we got the job done. And we're on to the divisional. All right, we're taking on the Rams You can see their ratings compared to our ratings and rankings. So it's going to be an interesting one. We have 4 guys out. They've got 4 guys out. We got some guys that are healthy that'll hopefully be able to play. So we'll see if we could beat the Rams and get ourselves into the conference championship. I'll see you in the Super Sim. All right, we're going to the Super Sim here against the Rams. We'll see if we can end up winning this matchup. So let's do it. Fast forward to the end of the game. First blood will go to us. We're up 7-0. Can we make it 14? Nope. It's going to be 7-3. Now 10-3. 10-6 going to the second half. We're up 4. 4-point game. Got to score here. Can't seem to score. We score there. Cut it to, we'll make it 7. Go normal speed. If we score here, we should be good. Second and 4. 2-yard rush. 3rd and 1. And we kneel. There we go. 13-6. As we get the job done against the Rams. 13-6. Not a lot of scoring there. Good defensive game. And, yeah, Matthew Stafford only threw for 86 yards. Oof, that's terrible. Shout out to the boys, though. We got the job done. Cardinals. They were 9-8. You see their ratings and rankings compared to us. You see where we had the advantage. I mean, they like to defend the pass and also pass. You see where we rank. We're second in 3 out of the 6 categories. We'll see if we can win. We're at home. Battle of the Birds. Hopefully, we're the ultimate bird in today's matchup. That's why we're going to the Super Sim to find out. So I'll see you once I'm there. All right, here we go. What does EA have in store for us today? Well, we're going to Super Sim to the end of the game. First quarter. We'll start it off with a 7-0 lead. They're going to make it 14-3. They're going to cut it to 4, make it 14-10. And they're going to go up 17-14, courtesy of EA. We're going to go up 4 again. Second half. We score first, go up 11. They'll cut it to 3. We'll make it a 10-point game. We're going to make it a 17-point game, and we're going to win this football game 42-32 and get back to the Super Bowl again as we are able to best the Cardinals here and get ourselves back in the Super Bowl. I wonder who the match is going to be. It's probably going to be the Ravens. Could be the Ravens or it could be the Buffalo Bills. Who knows? But nevertheless, big game from Jalen Hurts. 5 touchdowns, 217 yards. Very nice. So the matchup is against the Baltimore Ravens. It's going to be a tough matchup. Battle of the Birds. You can see their ratings and rankings compared to us. They have a few guys out. So, we have a couple guys. Should be an interesting matchup. We'll see what ends up happening. I'll see you in the Super Bowl. Hopefully, we can win it in season number 1. That would be very nice. All right, here we go. We're trying to win the Super Bowl here. Can we do it? Is the question. So, we're going to fast forward to the end of the game and hope for the best. First quarter. Ravens take a 7. All right, well, we just tied it. They take the lead. Down 14-7, but we tie it. And they're going to take the lead by 3. Going to the second half, we are down 3. Second half, who will score first? It'll be the Ravens. They're up 10. Cut it to 3. They're going to go up 6. We have a 1-point lead. We have an 8-point lead. All right, we have an interception. We're going to hop in. 1:57 to go. And we have the ball. 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line. We are up 8. And we're just going to run this ball. And Barkley's going to get some nice yardage there. 3rd and 2. And, I mean, that's pretty much it. You can just run the clock down. Get a first down. You can just kneel. Kick the field goal if we need to. Jalen Hurts going to run it. And he's going to be shy of the first down. Of course, it's an injury timeout. So the Ravens injury timeout, stop the clock. But we're going to go for it. And we do get it. And that's going to be the game as your Eagles win the Super Bowl in season number 1, 35-27. Big win right there from our boys as we repeat back-to-back if we're counting real life. So already a good start. Again, we're just trying to maintain most of the guys on the team and continue to develop the guys we have and try to get some more talent and continue to win more and more if we can. And yeah, we were able to win by 8, so shout out to the guys. Let's take a look at the off-season rewards and then go on to season number 2. All right, let's look at the season recap. So there's Jalen Hurts getting the Super Bowl MVP, Josh Allen, NFL MVP, John Harbaugh, Coach of the Year, Puka Nacua, Offense Player of the Year, Defense Player, Alex Highsmith, Genty, Raiders, Walker, Falcons, offensive and defensive rookies of the year, respectively. On that note, let's go on to the offseason. All right, we got some guys to negotiate. We've already offered some contracts to some guys. Of course, we'll accept Jalen Carter's option as well as Nolan Smith Jr. Oh, okay, I thought it said it didn't accept because I went up. Okay, so option has been accepted. Got it. And yeah, we'll try to see if there's anybody else here we can re-sign. Looks like Jackson will stay around. Yeah, so I'll keep it easy. Hopefully, most of these guys stay. And well, the Kobe Edie wants to test. All right, great. And yeah, so let me offer some guys some contracts, and hopefully they stay around. If not, we'll try to get them back in free agency. I kept around most of my guys. Some of them won't test, like Dotson, Dean, and Blankenship. We'll let them go and test. I mean, I could theoretically restructure contracts now and free up some more money if need be, if the class is good enough. I don't really know how good of a class. Usually it's not a great class, and that holds true here. So I'm still going to try to see if we could get some of the guys back, and then maybe see if there's anybody here that we can maybe add to the team. All right, so for free agency, let's take a look at the recap, and you can see the signings. DJ Reader, Patrick Card, Caden Ellis, we got Washington, Moore, Robertson, we got Andrew, Hamlin, Sean, and Malcolm. So a good amount of players. We're going to go to the draft. Now, I didn't even have to restructure, which is great, to sign any guys, so it's perfect for us. Let's take a look here and see what we could do with our first round pick, since we have one. So let's skip in the head to the draft pick that we have, pick 32. Who we select? There's some good players out there we could take. I mean, Carnell Tate's out there. Wanted to get another wide receiver. I feel like I could use a linebacker, but I don't see anybody out there. I mean, Hill Jr. is out here. Could go with him, but could go CJ Allen. But Denzel Boston could be a nice option. I feel like I want to just take most talented player. I'm going to go Tate. I'm going to take Tate. I feel like I don't take him often anyway, too. So we'll get a pretty talented piece there. Carnell Tate, welcome to the team. I'll see you guys at the draft recap. We'll do the rest of the picks off camera, and we'll see what that's looking like. Draft recap. Let's take a look and view it. You can see Tate was the guy we went with. We also got Connor Henry, Riley Dawson. Some good players. Nobody too crazy, but pretty solid. A couple pretty solid pieces. And yeah, we'll see if we can win another Super Bowl. All right, so let's take a look at the team for season number 2. We're going to look at the roster. And our quarterback, of course, is Jalen Hurts still. Barkley, Bigsby, Shipley, top 3 backs. Patrick's got the fullback. Wide receiver got Brown, Smith, and Moore, top 3 dudes. Dallas Scott is my only tight end. Jordan's going to be at the left tackle spot. Left guard, Dickerson. Center's going to be Juergens. Sean's at that right guard spot. Right tackle, Williams. Left edge, Nolan Smith Jr. On defense, right edge is Zadarius Smith. Jalen Carter at the defensive tackle position. Sam's going to be Devondre Campbell. Hayden Nelson at the mic. Zach Bond at the wheel. Mitchell, Coop, and Robertson at the corners. Free safety, we got Darius Washington. Strong safety, Kuba. Elliott kicking, punting man, and Andrews at that long snapper position. So the one thing I will say, if we take a look at the trade center, we do have some cap room. We do have some picks. I'm going to try to see if there's any way that we can make a trade for, you know, some good players. I'm going to move these first round picks. I don't really want them. Don't really need them. So if I can get some, if I can get like a talented piece or 2, it's worth it for me. Done deal with the Jaguars. Get Harrison and Lloyd, as well as a 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th this year. We're giving up 3 firsts, the 6th, and 7th, 2027. And then we got Wilson also going over there, Johnny Wilson. So get yourselves a better right tackle, as well as another middle linebacker for defense. So hopefully with those moves, this team is ready to compete and try to see if we can win another Super Bowl. season point, and we are 3-4. Not as great as I'd want to be. We are healthy, but we're off to a bit of a slow start. But we only have 8 guys up for negotiation. It's kind of crazy. We're over the cap, though, so I can't extend anybody right now. It's not the worst thing in the world, but we'd like to be able to. Nevertheless, let's take a look at the stats and awards so far, see what we're doing. Jalen Hurts, 1,500 yards, 18 TDs, 4 interceptions, 68% completion percentage, and 111.9 pass rating. I mean, those are all good numbers. Saquon Barkley, 535 TDs on the rush. Jalen Hurts, 215. Not too bad. Receiving yards, 347 from Devontae Smith. He's got 4 TDs, 346 and 4 from Elijah Moore. A.J. Brown, 307 and 4, 247 and 4 from Dallas Goedert. So all my receivers and tight end as well, 4 touchdowns. And then both my halfbacks, that's our Barkley and Bigsby, have 1 receiving TD. So it looks like everybody's eating a little bit. Sacks allowed, 4 from Harrison, a couple guys with 3, and a couple guys with 1. On the defensive side of things, Devin Lloyd with the most tackles, 71. Campbell, 57, 45 from Mitchell. Cuba, 44, 43 from Washington, 41 from Coop. And it kind of just continues to dip from there so far. Sacks, Jalen Carter's got 4. I got something in my eye, but now I don't anymore. DJ Reader, 2, 1.5 from Smith, and a bunch of guys with 1, and a half sack there from Zach Bone. A couple guys with interceptions, Mitchell and Cooper. Weird kicking, punting, kick, return, and punt return there. For those that are curious. I mean, we're not injured. We're healthy, which is a good thing. Can I make any more trades? I don't know if I can. I can. Should I? Is the question. Maybe. Obviously, we don't have our first round pick. I'd have to do some seconds and thirds, but I'm willing to see what's out there in the trade market. So we'll see if we can maybe grab ourselves another piece and try to get ourselves, back in playoff contention this year. Because right now we're obviously not looking too hot. I mean, we're 3-4. It's not awful, but if maybe get another piece, we can, be a little bit better for the second half of the season. We're getting Caleb McGarry from the Falcons, 2 fourths, 2 fifths in 2028 and 2029. I'm trading away Hinton, 2 seconds, 2 thirds in 2028 and 2029. Bolster up that O-line a little bit. On that note, let's simulate the rest of the season and see if we can get ourselves into the playoffs. All right, we are in the playoffs, taking on the Packers wildcard matchup. You can see they've got some guys out. Parsons not being there is going to be tough for them. But let's see how we could fare. I mean, we had a really good second half of the season, as you can see. Take a look at the stats and awards. Jalen Hurts did his thing, 3,644 yards. He had 34 touchdowns and 6 interceptions with 66% completion percentage and 107.1 passer rating. Rush-wise, Saquon Barkley, 1,381 yards, 18 touchdowns, 456 and 6 from Jalen Hurts, 152 from Tank Bigsby. In terms of receiving yards, Elijah Moore, 942 and 12. A.J. Brown, 837 and 5, 716 and 6 from Dallas Goedert. Devontae Smith, 708 and 7, 297 and 3 from Barkley. Sacks allowed. Several guys with 6 allowed, 2 from Jurgens and a few guys with 1, so nobody left up too many sacks. Devin Lloyd, 160 tackles. That's a lot of tackles. 130 from Campbell. Mitchell with 103, 98 from Cuba. Cooper with 92. 85 from Washington. Ringo, 77. 70 from Zach Bond. 68 from Carter. 61 from DJ. 60 from Smith, and it kind of just dips from there. 8 sacks from Carter. A couple guys with 4. 2.5 from Campbell. Jihad Campbell. Nolan Smith Jr. and Davis, 2 apiece. 1 from a couple guys, and a half sack from Andrew. Interception, 7 from Quinyon Mitchell. A couple guys with 3. 2 from Lloyd. 1 from Cuba. Elliott kicking. Punting, Braden. And you get your kick return and punt return there. Special teams. All right. We'll see if we can beat the Packers. I'm going to get on to the Super Sim in a moment. But let me adjust the abilities first, and I'll see you guys once I'm done with that. All right. We've got Green Bay and Philadelphia. And we are Philadelphia. We're snowing, and I hate snow. But here we are playing in the snow. First quarter. The Packers are up 7-0 somehow. They're going to go up 10-0. We're going to make it 10-7 and go up 14-10. That's good. Second half. We are up 11. They go down 5. Fourth quarter. We're going to be down 3. We tie it up. They take the lead. All right. This is not looking good for us. 3rd and 3. Got to get a stop here. Nope. All right. Yeah, this game is over. Yep. They're going to win by 3. So, disappointing second season right there. Losing the wild card to the Packers. Not sure about that one, Chief, but you do you. You do you. Jalen Hurts and the boys couldn't get the job done. Ravens beat the Lions in the Super Bowl. Lamar Jackson was the MVP of the Super Bowl. Joe Burrow, NFL MVP, Pete Carroll, Coach of the Year. Jamar Chase, Offensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year was Jalen Walker. Kyle Lemon, Bengals, Offensive Rookie of the Year. And Defensive Rookie of the Year was Zane Durant of the Texans. And on that note, let's go on to the offseason. All right, we got some guys to negotiate. Option on Mitchell, we'll accept that. But as you can see, I feel like there's some guys here that might be testing that are just not showing up. But that's fine. Biggest thing right now is, of course, restructuring so we can get some more money to sign more guys. And, you know, we should be able to free up some money here. I can't restructure Jalen Hurts. It's not a problem, though. For the restructure, the rest of these guys have 2-year deals. And, you know, like I said, try to make another run at a Super Bowl. All right, so Sidney Brown's the only one who wants to test. I'm not going to re-sign Bryson Despit. We'll try to see if we can get back Sidney Brown and maybe another piece. But we're not going to have too much money, as I just sneezed. And I'm going to keep it in. Enjoy it. Enjoy my sneeze. So we'll see if we can grab him back. If we can, it's not the worst thing in the world. I mean, we already have Kuba to be the strong safety, but I would like to keep him around if possible. So we'll throw him a contract if he wants to stay, and then I'll try to see if we can add another piece to the team as well. And then we'll just go from there. All right, let's do the free agency recap. And as you can see, we got Sidney Brown, Grant Calcaterra back on the team. So look at that. Cool stuff. Nothing too crazy free agency. I'm going to go to the draft. I don't have a first-round pick, so I'm going to make my picks, and then I'll show you the recap, and we'll go on to season number 3 and try to get back into the playoffs again. All right, let's view the recap for those that are curious. So that's who we ended up getting. Got some more defensive pieces, but we also did grab a wide receiver and a halfback, but mainly focused on the defense. I like what we did. Hopefully we can go on to season number 3 and back to the playoffs. All right, so let's take a look at this team for season number 3. Let's view the roster. We have Jalen Hurts at the quarterback position, halfbacks Barkley, Bigsby, and Will Shipley. Patrick Stillby at the fullback. Wide receivers, you got AJ, Devontae Smith, and Elijah Moore. Top 3 guys. Tate's up there too. Though. He's making a play. Dallas Goedert, tight end. Jordan's going to be the left tackle. Dickerson at that left guard. Center's going to be Jurgens. Green at the right guard position. Gary at the right tackle. Left edge, Nolan Smith Jr. Right edge, Hunt. Carter at the defensive tackle spot. Sam's going to be Trotter Jr. Mike's going to be Devin Lloyd. Zach Bowen at the will spot. Corners, Mitchell, Coop, and McWilliams. Free safety, Adarius Washington. Strong safety, Kuba. Kicking is Elliott. Punting is Man. And no long snapper anymore. Do I have any money to improve the team? I think I do. Could make a signing if I wanted to. I wouldn't mind picking up an extra wide receiver. I don't know why it's not showing it there. Right tackle. Guess we could use another right tackle. Could go Josh Jones. I'll pick up Josh Jones. Put him on the roster. Give him a chance to make the 53. And then for Mike's, Devin Lloyd seems fine. We could use another one. Maybe J.D. Bertrand. Go with him. Sign him to the active roster. And then I guess we'll see if there's any wide receivers out there. Try to go for one more guy. Any receivers? I mean, Calvin Austin's out there. Why not? Let's pick him up. We'll go Calvin Austin. A little deep threat action for the team. Another guy that we could throw to. I think that's going to be it for moves. I guess on this note, we're going to just kind of get to the midseason point. Again, I feel like the Eagles should be good again. We should be able to be in the playoffs, but let's see what EA thinks about it. And hopefully we could hop on in and dominate the competition. All right, 5-2 at the midseason point. Team's looking pretty good. You can see the ratings there. Not too bad. Yeah, we like to run the ball a lot, which is good. We do have 5 injuries right now. Wish we were a little bit healthier, but hopefully we can get healthy as the season goes on. Nevertheless, we have a playoff spot right now. We got some guys up for negotiations, and problem is I can't re-sign them because we're over the cap. What scares me is this, because now I got to make sure we can re-sign him, and I got to make sure we re-sign him. And him. And him. A lot of guys here. Mainly those 4 guys, but Campo luckily has an option, but yeah, it's going to be hard to restructure. I think this is my best season. If I want to win one more time, it's going to be this season. It's got to be this season. If we're going to win one more Super Bowl, it's got to be this season. I have a weird feeling that if we don't win this year, probably not going to win the other 2 seasons, but you never know. Maybe we could, but I don't know. It's going to be tough. 1,324 yards from Jalen Hurts so far, 11 TDs, 3 interceptions. He's got a 101.4 passer rating and a 68% completion percentage. Barkley on the rush, 518, 3 TDs. He also has missed a couple games. Bigsby, 220 and 4. He's been good when he's had, especially when he's had to fill in. 172 and 3. Hurts. Smith, 341, 4 TDs, 295 and 1 from AJ Brown. Dallas Goedert, 262. And Carnell Tate, 259, 6 TDs. Blocking at your sacks allowed, 3 from Jurgens, a few guys at 2, and 1 from Dickerson. And then tackles, Devin Lloyd, 66, 60 from Campbell, 50 from Makuba, 48 from Mitchell, 42 from Coop, 32 from Zach Bond, Carter 32 as well, 30 from Smith Jr., Washington 27, 24 from McWilliams, and Davis 23 continues to go from there. 7 sacks from Carter, Bond with 3, 2 from Henry, 1.5 from Smith Jr., a couple guys with 1.5 sack from Coop or Eugene. And the interceptions, a couple guys 2 and 1 from Campbell. And you got your kicking, punting, your kick return, and your punt return there for those that give a damn. You might not. I don't know. I do a little bit. So yeah, I can't negotiate extensions on contracts because I'm over the cap. But that's totally fine. We can wait, like I said, hopefully wait till the offseason. Maybe we'll have some cap then, try to restructure, and hope we can keep around some of our guys. If I look at the team salaries, trying to think about who I could even restructure here. I don't think I can restructure any of these guys right now. I could restructure some, like Jordan Davis, but it's not really gonna cut it for me. Yeah, I'm curious. We'll restructure in the offseason, but it's not gonna be enough to re-sign those guys. So I'll play it by ear. In terms of the picks, I just want to double check one more time what we have. So I want to try to get some more picks. I don't think I do right this moment, but I do have the 2030 picks coming in, so if I need to push those up to get some more picks to fill out the roster for next season, I will, especially if we lose a bunch of guys. But I'm worried about this year. Let's see if we can win the Super Bowl this season. This would be, like I said, our best chance to win it again. Hopefully we can get back in the playoffs and go on a good playoff run. All right, and we went 12-5, and we ended up winning the NFC. We get first place, so we're automatically in the divisional. That's good for us. Let's take a look at the stats and award. Jalen Hurts, 3,389 yards, 29 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, a 66% completion percentage, 102.1 passer rating for the guy. Rush-wise, Bigsby, 812 TDs. Barkley, missed a lot of time, 727, 6 TDs. 437 and 5 from Hurts on the rush. Receiving yards, 797 and 8 from Devontae Smith. AJ Brown, 718 and 3. 658 and 3 from Dallas Goedert. Carnell Tate, 605 and 10. Sacks allowed. We got a few guys with 5, 4 from Jordan, and a couple guys with 2. On defense, wow, 5 guys at least 100 tackles, 158 from Lloyd. Campbell, 131, 120 from Coop. Coop, 115, 108 from Mitchell. 89 from Carter, 71 from Washington, 68 from Vaughn. Nolan, 63, 50 from Mac McWilliams, and then 46 from Davis as it dips from there. Sacks, 13.5 from Jalen Carter. That's really good. Zach Bond, 6.5. 5 from Smith Jr. 4 from Sloan. Lloyd, 3.5. 2.5 from Davis. 2 from Henry. 1.5 from Hunt. A couple guys with 1.5 sack there from Makuba. Interceptions, 4 from McWilliams. Makuba with 3. 2 from Mitchell, and a few guys with 1. And then, of course, kicking, punting, kick return, and punt return there. Yeah, we get to go on the offseason now. Or not the offseason, the divisional. Because we get a bye. So I'll see you guys once I'm there. On the New Orleans Saints, you see their record and their ratings. We have the advantage over them and everything. We do have some guys hurt. 3 guys. They have 2 only. But, should be able to win. Get back to the conference championship. All right, we're going to Lincoln Financial Field against the Saints. We'll see what happens in the Super Sim. We're going to fast forward to the end of the game and see what happens. First blood will go to us for 7-0. We're going to go up 14-0. Nope, 10. We'll go up 17. Nope. I thought we were going to score, but we didn't. They're going to score, make it 10-3. Going to the second half. We're only up 7, and they're going to tie it. Courtesy of the Sim Engine. Courtesy of the Sim Engine. We make it 3 points. Ooh, got to be careful here. They might tie it. 2-yard rush, Justin Fields. First and 10. 6-yard reception. Second and 4. Get a 10-yard reception. They're in field goal range right here. 6-yard rush, Justin Fields. Second and 4, 6-yard rush. Incomplete pass. All right, we're going to hop in. Because they're going to go for the field goal. Might as well watch it. Might as well watch. See what happens. They're going to run it. They have 1 timeout left. They're going to use it. And they're going to stop the clock. And they're going to go for the field goal here. And if they make it, the game will be over. Timeout called. So we're probably going to overtime. And, wait, I wanted to jump forward. Okay, we're going to watch it. Sorry, I backed out by accident. All right. I'll back out once it goes in or not. Let's see. Well, does it go in? The answer is yes. Right in. 9 seconds to go. I mean, we had the kickoff, but I don't know why our fans are cheering. I guess they're cheering for overtime. Free football, right? So we kick off there. Tie game. Going to overtime. Let's see what happens. Chase Brown, 8-yard rush. First and 10. They get a 5-yard rush. Second and 5. 6-yard reception. Penalty against the offense. That's good. Second 11. Third and 6. Fourth and inches. They're going to kick the field goal. They're going to go for it. He missed the field goal. Okay, that's huge for us. Daniel Carlson missed the field goal. Second one for us. All right, let's hop in. 34-yard line. And it's a tie game. It is a tie game. Hop it on in field goal range. All we need to do is get a little bit closer. All right, Saints call a timeout because of an injury. And again, it's 25-yard line, second and 1. All we got to do is score and we win the football game. It's that simple. Boom, that's first down. All right. 22-yard line. Just keep it going. Nothing too crazy. Don't reinvent the wheel. Short pass. Big gain and a touchdown, and there you have it. So we win. We win 19-13. Beat the Saints. And we're going on to our second conference championship game of the video. Shout out to my defense. Getting the job done. Preventing them from scoring in overtime. So let's go on to the conference championship. See who can win it. All right, we have a rematch between the Cardinals. Well, we'll see if we can beat them. You can see there the ratings and rankings compared to us. Should be a fun matchup. Do we have any injuries? The answer is yeah, a couple. They have a couple guys out too. We're going to try to win though and get back to the Super Bowl. Battle the Birds. Let's see if we can get the job done. All right, here we go. Going to Philadelphia, the home team, against Arizona. So we're going to fast forward to the end of the game. See what happens. Starting it off, we're going to be down 7-0. Will we tie it? We will. We take the lead, 14-7. Make it 21-7. Going to the second half. We're going to cut it to 7. We're going to make it back up 14. Fourth quarter. They will score. Cut it to 7. And they just tied it. All right, 50 seconds to go. We're going to hop in. We might be going overtime here. See where that kickoff ends up. It's going to be in the landing zone. We have 3 timeouts. We have to get in the field goal range. Will Jalen Hurts be able to do it? That is the question. So we're going to run it. And we're going to get some solid yardage out of that. Call a timeout. What is that, a 6-yard gain? It's not horrible. Give the ball to Barkley. Let him do his thing. You know, people got mad at me for taking Barkley in the first round, but yet helped in our fantasy draft. Yet He was a big part of us winning the Super Bowl. So, I don't know. I mean, you know, I get it. I get it. But at the same time, helps us out. Big rush there from Jalen Hurts. 1 timeout left for us. 33 seconds. Still got to get a little bit closer. See if we can. We do. That's big. That's big. Who caught that, by the way? I wonder. Couldn't tell who that was. Oh, wow. I wonder who that was. I wonder who that was. Who was that? Same guy. Who was that? I wonder. Let's see. Who was it? Oh, whoops. Who was it? I'm gonna exit. Well, I guess we'll see what happens here. They're gonna have to obviously catch it and try to tie this game up. But I just want to look at the play-by-play real quick. I just want to see who that was. Ah, okay. I'm just curious. Just curious about it. All right. All right, let's keep it going. Let's get the stop there. We do. All right, timeout. Again, the Cardinals need to score a touchdown. So they can get into field goal range. Doesn't really matter to me. They have to score a touchdown to tie the game. At least try to tie the game. Then they have to make the extra point. Kyler Murray launching a deep. Great defense right there to prevent that. I like that. I like that though from Murray. That was it's kind of cute. That was really cute, my friend. All right, yeah, you got 1 play left. They've got 1 play left. 1 play. Murray's gonna launch this one. I know it. Big. And incomplete. And there it is. We are going back to the Super Bowl in season number 3. Clutch win there for the Eagles. Getting the job done. And, yeah. Big game from Hurts. All right, let's see who the opponent is. It will be the Houston Texans. Okay. You can see their ratings and rankings fair to us. They actually have the advantage in 5 out of the 6 categories. So, should be a tough one, but hopefully we can win it. Here we go. Where is the Super Bowl being played anyway? I didn't see it. We in LA? No, we're in Miami. Okay. Does Miami not have a dome? I guess not. So we're up 10-0. Now they're going to make it 10-7. They're going to be up 10-7 going to the second half. We go up 10. We go up 17. They cut it to 10. We're up 17. Yeah, we're going to win this football game. Negative 3-yard rush. Second to 13. And that's it. 19 seconds. 4th and 7. And that'll do it. Your Eagles win another Super Bowl. 31-14. As we get the job done in season 3. Not too bad. Able to best the Texans in the Super Bowl. Very nice stuff. All right, so here's the Super Bowl recap. Jalen Hurts, Super Bowl MVP. Patrick Mahomes, NFL MVP. Coach of the Year, D'Amico Ryan. Brandon Ayuk was the offensive rookie, defensive rookie, T.J. Watt. Various Jackson, offensive rookie of the year, defensive rookie. There was Jordan Flannery, Colts, and Cowboys, respectively. Now we're going to the offseason. The number that worries me is that negative cap space. So we might be losing some players here that I really wish I wouldn't be able. I wish I don't lose, but I probably will. Except the option on Campbell. Outside of that, I'm going to be losing some guys here. I don't think I'm going to be able to restructure contracts and get back a lot of those guys because we're on, most of these guys are on, like, expiring 1-year deals. So if I can even free up a little bit of money to franchise tag, that's probably the plan. But I'm going to try. So I did sign, I think, Sean back as a guard. But other than that, I wasn't going to have enough money for anybody else. So I'm going to franchise tag Jalen Carter. I was looking at the other position. Zach Bond, I'm going to let him go. Nolan Jr., we'll let him go. It was really, biggest one was between Coop and Jalen, and I decided to go with Jalen to franchise tag him. Kind of unfortunate because I wanted to keep all of them around, but I can't. I'm just over the cap, so we'll see what happens next season. I still think we'd be a playoff team, but obviously free agency is out of the mix because I'm over the cap. I'll try to see if we can acquire some more picks that are around the rest of the roster to find some replacements. But yeah, it's tough because yeah, you can see some good players here. Dickerson's also gone too, so that's really annoying. So we're gonna be losing some guys. We're gonna have to try to find some replacements. That's, I guess, where the draft comes in. All right, again with the Falcons, 2nd, 3rd, 6th, 7th from them for a 1st, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th in 2030. A done deal with the Steelers, 4th, 5th, 6th, 2 7s this year, versus 2nd and 7th in 2030. That's going to be it for me. I'm going to see you guys at the draft recap. I'll show you guys who we take, and then head on to season number 4. All right, let's see the draft recap here for the Eagles. We got ourselves some solid pieces. Again, a lot of guys to fill in. Some of the roster spots that we're losing out on. Hopefully some of these guys make an impact. Got a couple receivers, some linebackers, tight end, defense tackles, corners, another quarterback, safety. Looks good. I'm excited. We'll see what happens in Season 4. Might not get back to the Super Bowl. I don't know if we will, but we'll try. But I could see us maybe losing in the divisional or something. Just because, again, we lost a good amount of players that were vital for us. So, let's see. I'll show you guys the roster for Season 4, then we'll go on to simulating. Alright, well, I can't make any signings, so this is just going to be the team. Really don't want to make any trades. There's going to be Hurts at the quarterback position. Barkley, Bigsby, and Edwards still at the halfback spots. Fullback, still Patrick's there. That's cool. Brown, Smith, and Tate are the top 3 receivers. Tight end still Dallas Goedert. Left tackle is going to be Jordan still. He's still doing his thing. Dawson at the left guard spot. Center's going to be Cam Jurgens. Right guard, Kenyon Green. Right tackle, Harrison. Left edge, Henry. Right edge, Garcia. Defense tackle, we got Jalen Carter. Still doing his thing. No Sams. Mike, you've got Devin Lloyd, though he's hurt right now. Campbell at the will spot. Mitchell, McWilliams, and Weston are your top 3 corners. Free safety, Adarius Washington. Strong safety, Makuba. No kickers. Hunter Man, no long snapper. I was going to take a look at improved team and trades just to see the cap room. And yeah, the game's going to sign me a kicker, but there's not much else it could really do. We do have 5 guys hurt right now. Hopefully they can get healthy. And I'm hoping we can have a good 4th season here, but I could see us struggling a little bit more. But nevertheless, we're still going to try to make the playoffs and see if we can maybe compete for another Super Bowl. Team 6-1. I'm kind of surprised, but we're doing really well, even with all the guys we've lost, which is kind of surprising. But I like the way we're playing. Hopefully we can kind of continue it up. We got a lot of guys up for negotiations. We got a lot of cap room. You know, it's Mitchell, Carter, Jalen Hurts. That's going to be a big one. A lot of guys here we want to keep. Barkley, Monte Smith, Jordan, Williams. So I guess maybe if we're doing so well right now, we do have maybe one more season of, and it's this season, to maybe compete, try to get 3 Super Bowls. Because obviously now we're gonna be low on cap space. I mean, we restructure, but Jalen Carter, that should work. Yep. Not even gonna negotiate it to make it lower. Hurts is the biggest one here. Okay, well, he's not happy about that. All right. All right. Okay. All right. Okay, that's fine. You do that then. I think at this point, I'm just going to wait till the offseason to restructure contracts and sign some guys. Let's take a look at the stats. That's the biggest thing. I mean, Hurts having a good season. 1,847 yards, 23 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, a 73% completion percentage, 128.2 pass rating. Those are all amazing numbers. Barkley healthy, 509, 4 TDs. He's doing his thing. Receiving yards, we've got 681 and 13 TDs from Carnell Tate, Devontae Smith, 448 and 4, 347 1 from Dallas Goedert, AJ Brown, 207 and 1 on the receiving. Sacks allowed 2 from Harrison, a few guys with 1. It's really good. 60 from Campbell on the tackles, 54 from Lloyd, Kuba with 49, 39 from Washington, Davis 36, a couple guys with 33, 30 from Henry, 29 from Brown, and a couple guys with 22. Sacks 7.5 from Davis, 5.5 from Henry, 2.5 from Campbell, Sloan 2. A couple guys 1.5, 1 from Carter, Johnson a half sack. In terms of receptions, a couple guys 2 and a few guys with 1, 7 as a team. And you got kicking, punting, kick return, and punt return. So yeah, the game gave you Riley Patterson. I'm not fine with that one. He's doing well. And yeah, I mean, I've restructured a couple guys. You saw me do that. Or not restructure, but sign some guys, extend them. And yeah, I guess we'll see how we do for the rest of the way. Hopefully make the playoffs. And maybe have one more shot at winning another Super Bowl. All right, went 12-5, and guess what? That was good enough to win the NFC again and give us a chance at having home field advantage throughout the entire playoffs. So we love that. Jalen Hurts, 4,275 yards, 45 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. He had a 72% completion percentage, 123 passer rating. All good numbers right there. Rush-wise, 1,042 and 10 TDs from Barkley, 405 and 1 from Hurts. Vaughn Edwards, 167 and 3 on the rush. In terms of receiving yards, 1,393 and 21 TDs from Carnell Tate. That's amazing. 1,067, 8 TDs from Devontae Smith. A.J. Brown, 809 and 3. 577, 4 from Dallas Goedert. 244 and 2 from Barkley as well on the receiving. Sacks allowed, Jordan, 8. 6 from Jurgens. Couple guys with 5. 4 from Anton Harrison. And then Cameron Williams with 1. Defensively, 168 tackles from Devin Lloyd. 143 from Campbell. Kuba with 111. 89 from McWilliams. 86 from Mitchell. Brown, 71. 69 from Henry. Kind of just dips from there. Sacks, 8.5 from Davis. Henry, 7. Same thing with Sloan. 5 from Sorrell. Lloyd, 4. 3.5 from Campbell. Carter, 3. A few guys with 1 and a couple guys with half sack. In terms of interceptions, a couple guys with 4. 2 from Lloyd and a couple guys with 1. Then you got your kicking, punting, kick return, and punt return there for those that are curious. All right, I'm gonna do the staff abilities, and then we're gonna get on to the divisional since we are automatically in that. All right, so we're going to the playoffs here against the Lions in the divisional. Like I had already said, we had got the bye, so we are here taking them on. You can see their ratings and rankings comparative to us. Let's see how we fare in the playoffs. Maybe we could beat them. Let's find out. All right, let's go to the divisional and see what happens here against the Detroit Lions. Super Sim, fast forward to the end of the game and see what happens. Starting off in the first quarter, we will score first. They will take the lead, 7-3. We're going to go back up 10-7. They're going to go up 17-7 now is what we're up. Second half, they're going to make it 17-10 in the fourth quarter. All right, we're up 10. I think we say fast. We can, and yeah, we go, 20-10. And we are going back to the NFC Conference Championship game in season number 4. As the boys were able to get the job done. So the San Francisco 49ers are the next matchup. You can see the ratings and the rankings right there for those that are curious. Very cool stuff. Let's hop on in and see if we can get back to the Super Bowl again for the 3rd time this video. All right, here we go. Lincoln Financial Field. We're hopping on in. Let's see if we can get the job done. And it's snowing. I hate snow. All right, first blood will go to the 49ers. We're going to go up 7-0. We will cut it to 1 now. 7-6. You're going to make it 14-6, up 8. All right, we're going to go down 15. All right. Down 8. Got to get a stop here. We don't. And yeah, we're going to lose this football game 28-13. So we can't get back to the Super Bowl in season number 4, losing the conference championship. That would have been our last chance to get there. Maybe win one. I don't know if we're going to get there in the 5th and final season. We'll see. And not as great of a game from the boys. Couldn't quite score. So, all right. On to the offseason we go. And the Bills beat the 49ers 21-12. Landon Jackson, Super Bowl MVP. Josh Allen, NFL MVP. Jackson Pierce, Coach of the Year. Jacoby Myers, Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year is Abdul Carter. Adrian Gonzalez, Offensive Rookie of the Year. Rams, Defensive Rookie of the Year is Evan Tarrant. Or Tarrant, rather, from the Raiders. Alright, so we have a bunch of guys here to negotiate. I'm going to try to see if we can keep Jalen Hurts around. He was not excited about this offer. So, I guess I'll give him a little bit more. And hopefully he signs. Alright. Maybe it will be, but we also could just franchise tag him if necessary. But that means we have to get these guys to then sign. Okay. Gonna be a problem. Gonna be a big problem. Tate's got an option, that's fine. Devin Lloyd. I mean, we're gonna try to keep you around. That should do it. Nope. Wow. All of my guys want to test, it looks like. Alright. This is gonna be difficult for us. Alright. This is the end of the run. I don't know if I should franchise tag Jalen Hurts. So many guys here I'm going to lose. If I franchise tag Jalen Hurts, I'm out of cap space. If I don't franchise tag him, I can get some guys back, maybe in free agency, and sign a different quarterback. This will be very difficult. Because this is, yeah, it's going to set us back so much. Like I said, I mean, we're not winning this 5th and final season. I mean, I just want to stay competitive, but this is where it goes downhill a little bit. I guess we could, and also another thing too, it's going to put us over the cap, and then we can't make trades for players. So, I might be losing Jordan Love. I mean, Jalen Hurts, sorry. I might be losing Jalen Hurts. That would be really bad. I'm probably losing all these guys. So, at this point, it's going to be a disappointing last season, where we might not even make playoffs. Yeah. Let's try to figure out how we can maybe get some of our guys back, and or just some kind of talent. And yeah, wow, there's a lot of good players in free agency as well. All right, let's see what we can make happen. All right, I had to get some picks from the Giants. So we got 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 2 7s for a first-round pick in 2031. Won't really matter since the video will be over. 3rd, 4th, 5th from the Steelers for a 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th in 2031. That's it for me. I'm going to show you guys the free agency recap. Our team is not going to be good. I don't know. You know what? I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe we could be decent. We're definitely not going to be as good as we were last couple seasons, last 4 seasons, because our quarterbacks now, well, we got Spears, Stonehouse, Isaac, yeah, Tyler. So you got him, Tyler Bass, and then Caden Ellis, and a bunch of draft picks. So that's how we're gonna fill out the rest of the team for season number 5, 5th and final season. And we just kind of ran out of money, but we'll see what happens. All right, here's the draft recap. For those that are curious, you can see who we picked. I'm hoping some of these guys might be able to make an impact. Got a couple safeties, wide receivers, edges, corners, couple tight ends. We'll see what happens in the 5th and final season. All right, 5th and final season. Again, this might be a tough one. I'd be impressed if we somehow do anything with Tyler as the QB, but you never know. Halfback, Spears, Edwards, and Cooper. Fullback, nobody. Wide receiver, we got Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown, and Carnell Terra. Wide receivers are still really good. So that's good. Dallas Goddard's still my tight end. Crazy. Jordan's going to be the left tackle, protecting our QB. Dawson, left guard, center, Jurgens. Green at the right guard, right tackle, Harrison. Left edge, Henry. Yeah, so our line's pretty good, actually. Isaac at the right edge. Carter at the defensive tackle. No Sams. Mike's got Caden Ellis. Will could be Campbell. Mitchell, Weston, and Carter at the top 3 corners. Free safety, Washington. Strong safety, Sidney Brown. Kicking is Bass. Punting is Stonehouse. Honestly, other than the quarterback, I mean, and even then, he's not horrible. I don't know. Yeah, maybe the team will surprise me. Maybe we can make the playoffs. I'm not saying we will, but might as well try in this 5th and final season. We already got 2 Super Bowls. So, I mean, it's not like we need to win this one, but if we can get a 3rd one in this video, great. But, it's not the end of the world if we don't. Okay, well, we're 0-6. 0-7. Okay. We are pretty bad. I mean, I guess that's not a surprise. Okay. Well, we'll take a look at the stats. See what's going on here. Yep, Tyler's been terrible. 1,344 yards, 10 TDs, 6 interceptions, 58% completion percentage, 79% pass rate. It's really bad. Rush-wise, Spears, 361, 3 TDs, 127, 1 from Ty. 459, 6 TDs from A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, 286, 235, 1 from Dallas Goedert, Carnell Tate, 231 and 3. Get your sacks allowed. 5 from Harrison, Juergens 4, 3 from Dawson, Jordan with 2, 1 from Green. Defensively, 68 tackles from Eugene Johnson, 59 from Campbell, Brown 58. A couple guys with 46, 38 from Williams, Washington 37, 31 from Davis. A couple guys with 28, 26 from Isaac. In terms of sacks, 4 from Henry, Johnson 2.5, a couple guys with 2, a couple guys with 1.5, 1 from Garcia, and a few guys with a half sack. In terms of interceptions, 3 guys with 1 interception. Then you got your kicking and punting right there. Kick return and punt return over here. Yeah. Could I have franchise tagged Hurts? Yes. Should I have? Probably. But like I said, I really didn't, let's do something different. Just see what happens, and obviously hasn't worked out. Team hasn't been very good. Honestly, though, I was going to say it's our defense has been absolutely abysmal. Because it has been. We're dead last in everything. I mean, our offense hasn't been much better, but still. Yeah, it's been a struggle. Obviously, when you lose a bunch of guys, at that point, the cap was too much. If we had won another Super Bowl in Season 4, would have been great. Way to just say screw it and then say F you to season. I mean, obviously, we still have 2, but, this year is obviously going to be a wash. End off on. Unfortunate. Okay, thought this season was going to be a wash, and we ended up going 10-7. So we went from 0-7 to 10-7. I mean, shit, I guess I'll take it. I still think we're going to lose to the Falcons, but weird way to end it on, okay. Really shocked. Kind of surprised we won all those games, but let's take a look at the stats. I mean, that's kind of the biggest thing. I mean, Tyler was not very good, and he got hurt, actually, and then we had to bring in Bailey Zapp. But I guess somehow we were able to just be good enough to win. I mean, I'm kind of surprised. I really am. I don't know what else to say. I mean, Spears, 586, 5 TDs, 366 and 5. Wilburn, 201 and 2, 191 and 2 from Tyler. I mean, A.J. Brown had a good season. 1,173 yards, 23 touchdowns for the guy. I mean, he made a bunch of plays. 9, 10, and 5 from Devontae Smith, Carnell Tate, 602 and 4. 601 from Dallas. That is Dallas got it. I'm sorry. Almost thought I read that wrong. Juergens, 10. A few guys at 8. 4 from Green on the sacks allowed. Defensively, we did step it up a little bit. Campbell, 160 tackles. 134 from Johnson. Sidney Brown, 123, 104 from Weston. Quinyon Mitchell, 98, 80 from Williams. 76 from Washington. Davis, 72. And it kind of just dips from there. Sacks. How about Jordan Davis? 11 sacks. A couple guys at 6. Isaac, 4.5. 3.5 from Johnson. Garcia, 3. A couple guys at 2.5. 1.5 from Miranda. A few guys with 1. And a few guys with a half sack there. In terms of interceptions, 4 guys. Or 2 guys with 4 and 3 guys with 1. And then, of course, the kicking, punting, kick and punt return. I don't know how this team went 10-0. I really don't. But funny stuff sometimes happens. Guys get hurt. And you're just able to squeeze out close wins sometimes. We won by 2 there against Buffalo and beat the Giants there. So I still think we're going to lose against the Falcons. But I guess we'll see what happens in the Super Sim. Hey, let's see what happens here in the Super Sim. We're going to fast forward to the end of the game and hope for the best. So starting it off, the Falcons are going to go up 7-0. We will go down 10-0 in the second half. Now we're down 17-0. We cut it to 14. We cut it to 11. And they're going to go up 24-6. And they're going to win the football game 24-6. And that is all she wrote. The game is over. All right. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Skip all the way, but I did. So I guess I'll take a quick... I wanted to take a quick look at the box score. Let's get a couple guys that got hurt. Yeah, we didn't do great. It happens. But we had two really good seasons, especially. So we'll see who ends up winning the Super Bowl, and then just close out the video. All right. Well, the Falcons ended up winning the Super Bowl, 24-21. Clyde Heenan was the Super Bowl MVP. Adrian Gonzalez, NFL MVP. Scott Anderson, Coach of the Year Titans. AJ Brown, Offensive Player of the Year for us. That's great. Josh Allen, Defensive Player of the Year. Levi Quincy of the Lions, and Leonard Weatherford of the Giants. Offensive Defensive Rookies of the Year, respectively. Let's close it out. All right, guys. Well, that's going to be it for me. That's the final of the 32 teams. So hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, comment down below some videos. Get our socials, play the second channel and main channel down below in the description. In case you like other content from TGP or if you missed a video on Madden. For now, we're going to ice Madden. Icing all the football games. There's going to be a lot of 2K. Got to get the normal team rebuilds out. So that is going to be the focus to get those out before the regular season starts. And I think we will get that done before the regular season starts. I think I've got it all planned out. So that's it. And yeah, I don't even know what team is next for the NBA, so don't even ask me. But whoever it is, and it will be posted tomorrow. All right. With that being said, thanks for watching. Take care. See you soon. Peace.